Good morning, guys. Right, we are starting a new project, but we had a bit of a disaster. Most of the lads are all off with Jack's got COVID, so everybody else has had to isolate apart from me and Kian. So we've started a new project, so I'm going to talk to you at some point in this video about how much of a nightmare that is in terms of business wise, why it can have a massive effect on us productivity wise and all the rest of it. But that being said, me and Kian have got to crack on. So what I'll do, I'm going to go around the back and I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to be up to. So one of the first things that you need to do on and starting a new extension is access. So we're working for this property here, so that's our access, but we are not going to get a 1.5 ton digger through that gap. And also we've ordered, because we are short on the ground on manpower, we've also ordered a tracked dumper as well, because it's just not fair on Kian to be carting everything around when we're doing the dig out. It's just too much for him, to be honest. And as anybody knows, we like to look after the staff and we don't want to kill him, let's be honest. So what we've said now, our clients get on really well with next door, so they have said we can take out the fence. So what we're going to do, take that out so we can drive the machines in, and then what we're going to do, I'll show you this way. So that will get us through here. So we're going to take those two fixings out on this side. In theory, pop that panel out and just lean it against the other one, and then what we're here to do is we've got this conservatory here to take down. So this is all coming down and we're going to replace it with a nice extension. It's all glass gables and bifolds all on the side there leading out, because we've got mobility issues here, so we're going to be putting it all so it's nice and level. So yeah, so that's basically what we're up to. So first plan of action is you need to find out where your water is and your electricity supply, because you need to obviously cap those off. There's a radiator in here which I've got to disconnect, and all the electrics for in here have all got to come and be made safe while we're working on it. So that's what we're up to. So like I say, I hope you like the channel, and if you do and you haven't subscribed, hit the link in the corner, turn your notifications on, because we're trying to upload a couple of times a week, but as the progress goes on at the minute with all this COVID situation, who knows what's going to happen. So let's get it all set up and then we'll start taking it down. Catch you in a bit. So as you can see, roof panels come down, some of them had actually fell down anyway, so they actually had a massive gap and stuff. But I just wanted to show you what we're up to and explain why we do what we do. Oh, look, cat come say hello. Don't know whether that's the homeowners or not. So what Kian does is he takes all these long lengths at the minute and then just tapes them all together. Because we've got a skip coming, but it's not here today, so I think it might be tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. So we've always found it's just best practice, things like that, just tape it up, tape it all together, so then you've not got 30-40 lengths of little bits of plastic kicking about. So the next stage for me is now starting to undo all of the track system. So I'll show you, because I'm trying to do more videos of actually showing you the actual work rather than, oh, so here this is what we've done. So that's what we're up to. So on these conservatories, they're all made as basically like a kit form. So they're all bolted together. They're actually quite a clever little design, really. So what you've got in there, so you've got two little 10mm nuts either side there, and then up here you've got another one on there. So what you can use as a socket set, probably your best bet on there, if you know, is the fastest way of doing it for, you know, you ain't gonna get a spanner in there, it's too tight. So what I use is that, and I've got a little 10mm nut on the end of it, and then literally and try and just do it with one-handed. Not quite up to the old Bundy at the minute, the old cameraman. Very nice, Nick, by the way, very nice. So I'll try and do this without falling off. So undo those two. Oh, please hold while I'm trying to take it out. So nut out of there, and then there's basically that top one. So undo that, get it off out the way, leave the impact driver in the gutter. Very handy doing this, probably looking at the space there. And then it's just a case of undoing each one like that. So again, stacking them all nice and neat. I'm not sure whether me and Kian are in for a bit of rain. It's trying to rain. Perfect time for stripping out. So what we'll do, we'll get all these panels off, these sections down, sorry. So you always take your outer ones off, so all the smaller pieces, take them off first, and then essentially you end up with like 4 pieces for the top. And then it comes to a stage where, because here you just gotta get it down and that's it. And then the window panels, we'll take all the glazing out of those, stack all the glass up, and then take these out as big a sections as possible. The client wants to try and keep the windowsills because he just wants to use them some shelving for the garage, which is fine, it's not a problem at all as long as they come out okay. So we said we'll try our best. So yeah, so that's what we're up to. Like I say, I'll stick you back onto time lapse while I'm taking these down, but you, depending on with the editing, it might be that the next stage you see this is when the roof structure's down and we're onto the windows, which is probably what it's going to be. So obviously the roof is gone now, so we took all that down. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take all these windows out, all the glazing. We'll probably leave the top ones in because there's not that much weight in them, but we're going to take all the bottom out and then work the way through. So I'm going to let Kian be cameraman. There you go, Kian. So the way of getting these out, we'll get a hammer. Obviously just smash them with an hammer, but don't think the client's going to be too happy with all glass everywhere. So with these is you've got 2 types of beading. So you've got internal beading and external beading. On the older type of properties, The beading's always on the outside, but for security reasons they moved it to the inside. So the way that we find to do it, because obviously these are not staining, you can get proper tools for it, but I tend to find just an old chisel should do, and you just work your way down the bead. Now if you were keeping these windows, then this wouldn't be the method for you. So you just pop your bead out like that. So you always do your bigger ones first because you've got the more play in it. So you pop those out, and then you do your tops and bottoms. Should, in theory, you have to tap the glass gently and take it out. So that's how you remove those. Just obviously take your time with them, because obviously it is glass. And then what you've got there, you've got fixings on the inside that makes that one unit. So you just undo those, open your tops, there's a fixing up here and here, and then that's one unit can go out and get took round to the skip. So we'll get cracking with these. I'll set you up in the corner on time lapse, and then if we find anything interesting, I'll bring you in a bit closer. Yo, right, so we've ripped all that down now, so that's all gone. We've now just had a discussion with a client about some live audio, which he's actually now in the room over there watching the video that I made on installing that stuff. So what me and Kian are going to do now, we've put some boards down because we don't want to skid on the drive, so we're going to move that down and come in. I think we're going to pull that wall down with the machine, I think, and then I'm going to put the digger onto there and then just start pulling all the walls down. So it's been a little while since I've been on the machine, to be honest, so what we'll do, we'll jump back on. It's a bit warm, isn't it, Kian?
Yeah.
Absolutely boiling. So me and Kian, bless him, we were expecting a bit of rain, but there was a little spot of rain earlier on, and now I feel like we might be getting burnt.
Yeah, I know.
Feels a bit warm, So I'm going to leave you with Kian while I try not to run him over. minute. So right, where we're at now is we found where the water was, not with the digger though. That was all right. So which is down here. So these two here just run underneath to what was the wall over there where the radiators were. And then we've got one feed coming out here for the electrics, and then that runs out to a few spur behind here, which then powers up the underfloor heating, the electric underfloor heating, which is in here. So we've killed that end off because we've obviously isolated that, and then the other end is over there. So we've had to put in a whisker box for now because there's not a lot else we can do, because we're not going to be able to dig all that out this evening, so that'll be isolated off. But for now it's in a whisker box while we're working. Still waiting on equipment basically. We've got obviously the digger, but we haven't got our tracked dumper, which is what we've ordered, but we can't get that. Like, I only ordered it this morning, so because of this COVID development, should I say, that's happened. So me and Kian are just plodding on. We've set out all the front, so I'll tell you what, I'll go around there and I'll show you. So as you saw, we'll come through this way and then I'll take you down here. And the sun, oh my god, it's a beautiful day now. It was raining, or trying to rain, and now it's not. So what we've done now, or Kian's done, is set all that out across there to protect the grass area, and in doing that we're using our grab hire to come in and take all the dig out and the hardcore away. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you about all the COVID stuff. Absolute nightmare. So what's happened is, cheers mate. So what's happened is we've got Jack has tested positive with COVID. He's fine, nothing wrong with him. So he's having to isolate now because he was in contact with the lads. They're having to now self-isolate. So it's only down to me and Kian now. From a company point of view, it's an absolute nightmare. So it's wiped out everybody apart from me and Kian. So we're like the A team, cracking on, don't we, mate? We're the A team. But from a business point of view, if this happens again, so let's say the lads all come back and we have to isolate again, they can finish us as a company. Can you imagine that? So it's stressful beyond belief. And I think this is part of it, is where you start thinking there's no real help for us. It's a bit like, yeah, I mean, I got a phone call from the track and trace thing because obviously I've been with Jack because he's my apprentice, but because I've been double jabbed now because I'm old, like a dinosaur, that I'm okay. I've had a COVID test. I'm okay, so I can carry on working. Kian's done a COVID test. He's not got it, but because he is just over 18, he's not 18 in 6 months. He's all right to work. Everyone else has done a COVID test. They're all good, and probably going to get shut down by the MI5 for this conversation. So if you don't see me on any more videos, you know what's happened. They've not appreciated this video. But it is a logistical nightmare. So now, like, normally we don't have a track chipper. I know track dumper. I know people are going to be, just use the wheelbarrow, you stop, man up. But when there's 2 of you and I'm on the machine, is that fair to Kian? No, it's not. So wind your neck in. And the other thing, I had somebody moaning at me, a lovely guy, on a comment on a video, the last video I uploaded, when I asked the question about, I think it was somebody on Instagram anyway, was saying about putting red cable in for the in domestic settings for your smoke alarm systems, and oh my god, all right mate, chill out. He went mad. He's, this is why you shouldn't be doing you're clearly not an electrician. Well, I actually am, you muppet. I just don't do commercial and I don't do industrial. And you're on about, is it FP200? I don't use that. I was asking a question which somebody else had actually raised on a different platform about the same thing. And I've had messages since that by other people that have said, yeah, they use it in domestic, you know, like in Ireland, I think one guy was saying. So to you, thanks for watching. Last laughs on you, because you have watched all the video. So nice one. So rant over with that one. So we're here grafting and getting stuck in. So I think what we're going to do is try and get all this cleared up, and then that's it for us today. And then I've got to do loads of running around tomorrow, which will probably follow me in the van, because I'll probably put in the wheels while me and Kian are on our jollies, because I've got to go and get the breaker from Steve now. So now he's got to leave it outside because I'm not allowed to come in contact with him. So he's got to leave it outside in the drive like some sort of secret mission and pick it up. So, but you know, following the rules, there's not a lot else we can do. Just moan about it. So they are rant over. Yeah, so what me and Kian were just chatting, I just thought we might as well record. You can join in our boring day at the minute. But he just walked around the corner and said, it feels like all the lads have gone on a lads holiday and forgot to invite me and you. Maybe we're just not as cool as everyone else.
Maybe not.
Maybe that is what they've done.
Yeah.
And they've just set up this whole big scam.
Excuses.
Yeah. Like, yeah, oh look, let's just tell everyone we've got COVID. And then a last laughs on you boys. So yeah, so thought we'd let you into our little convo. So what we're doing now, because we're with the grab hire, we have to separate like the insulation, like DPM, all that sort of stuff, DPC, plastics. We have to get all that out of the way because they go in the skip, and that's why we can't just shovel it all in and chuck it away. So most of this, to be honest, is all going to go in. So because we've only got little bits of DPC, like these socket fronts and that, so we just pile that up because again, planning on doing it like this. But it is really hot. Look at him, the Iron Man. So anyone who thinks that we don't graph as business owners, obviously I only do this so you can see it. Stop lying, Kian.
Oh, you sat over there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm normally sitting over here. I'll just show you in the director's chair over there, innit? Yeah. In the sun. I've only just got off that. I was getting a bit burnt, to be honest. It was getting a bit much. Oh, Kian, that was a bit much. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, that was a mistake. I didn't make it. So, it's a bit weird having the camera on, isn't it? As we're just working. I quite like it though. Yeah, oh, that's another thing. If anyone's actually, I've never been to, hopefully you can see me now. If I'm actually going to go to the Elect show, it's actually in Coventry, which is pretty much where we're based anyway. And I've never been before, so if you're going, leave it in the comments below. And I'll perhaps see you there. Now, I don't know who to take as like my plus one. I can't really go on my own, it's a bit boring, isn't it? Hey Kian, I might take you to the Elect show, all them lot. You can be my plus one and we can go on a hot date.
Sounds like a plan.
They'll just get jealous anyway.
Yeah.
All this QFT we're spending together. Oh, you missed. So I think we should just do some interview questions as we're going, as we're working. So, Kian, what is the best thing about working for me? Nothing.
Get to do different trades. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Doing the same thing might get a bit boring. I'd say for a while. I like the plastering, that's good.
Yeah, you enjoy that, don't you? I don't know how much of this you're going to see, because obviously with all the editing and we're walking backwards and forwards while working, but whatever. Because Kian's actually a bricklaying, if you don't know, and Kian's actually a bricklaying apprentice. So, but obviously with us as a company, we do literally everything. So we've tried to get the lads to have a secondary trade, if possible, if that makes any sense. So Kian's decided to do plastering as his secondary, which is great, because we can all plaster on the company, but it's good, you know, and he's enjoying it, he's doing a good job, and when all this COVID business came about, it was a bit of a nightmare, but Kian said, oh, I can't stay at home, it's too much, I need to be out working, and you know, and to be fair to him, he's a good lad, he's Kian. He's good fun to have round. And we were saying it's probably been a long time since just me and Kian worked together. When did we do Lewis's rewire? A while ago, isn't it? It's probably longer than we think.
Yeah, it's been
Reckon a year?
Yeah, about a year.
Something like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've not worked alone together for about a year. Which is mental.
Long time. We're normally together, or?
Yeah, it's normally with like everyone else, isn't it? But never just me and you. After the incident, eh? Eh? You never look at each other the same.
That's before that was before.
Yeah.
Before Jack came on the scene.
It was. Stole me away, didn't he?
Now he stole everyone away.
Oh yeah, nice. I'm telling you, it's they've gone to Ibiza, haven't they? Made us look like idiots. That's a noise, isn't it?
Getting up now.
I know, it's boiling. Right, don't tell anyone that I've used a brush or that I know how to use it. All right, mum's a word. I don't want to hear caught him with a brush, because I'll just deny it. All right. Yeah, I think you are right. We're only going to get so far.
I can appreciate when I was born now.
Huh?
I can appreciate the time I was born now.
Yes,
A
exactly.
few months later,
We just have to keep doctoring your birth certificate so you can carry on working with me. I think that's going to be the key, isn't it? Just keep altering that.
yeah.
Right, so we're coming to the end of our day. I think we've done pretty to be honest. Oh, I mean pretty well. Considering it's just me and Kian here. So, like I say, hope you enjoyed our little chat that we were having as we're working. If you have, don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments below as usual. Thumbs up if you like. And we shall catch you tomorrow when we've got more fun and games with just me and Kian. Catch you later.